Right, welcome to this Heartbrake Garage YouTube, and for those of you who don't know, I bought a new Transit, well, new to me, 14 plate Transit Custom for doing bits out of and racing next year. It's done a lot of miles, but it's going to do me, so it's done 160,000 miles, and the other day, the dreaded engine management light came on, restricted performance. We looked inside and we have got problems. Let me show you what's going on. Right, so we've got the launch on the job, the SmartSafe, the DO1 on the job, and we're just waiting for it to load up. Right, so we're in the Diagnostic topology, PCM, enter. I know we got glow plug issues, I'm sorting them next week, but for today, there's other fish to fry. So we're going to read the code information. Let's go. Right, so we've got the glow plug faults, but what we've got is soot accumulation in the particulate filter and then we've got too low exhaust temperature for particulate filter regeneration, and then obviously we've got particulate filter restrictions, soot accumulation, and all these faults. So what have we got? P2463 restriction in the particulate filter restriction, force limited power. We've got our glow plug faults, and then we've got exhaust temperature too low for the particulate filter to regenerate. So apart from the glow plug faults, the problem we've got is that this one then makes all the other ones, because once that one comes up, it stops trying to do regens and everything else, and that is, I've already diagnosed it. It's got like a fifth injector in the DPF, or I think they call it a fuel vaporizer. So the fuel vaporizer has failed. I've checked it, it has failed, and then it's stopped doing regens, and that's why the DPF's blocking up. So we need to change the fuel vaporizer, and then we need to clean the DPF. Now, we can't just do a forced regen. It's 200% blocked, the DPF in this van. We need to clean it first. And to do that, I've had a little help off my friends. Right, so through the community of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, I've had some help with this. I put a call out on TikTok. I needed some cleaning fluid and everything else. I use the launch stuff all the time, the scanner and all that. So I reached out, and Baz got me some launch fluid and an applicator. He said, here you are, borrow mine, and then I'm going to buy my own. But I just need to say, I do a lot on YouTube, TikTok and Insta, or I think I do, not compared to other people, but I have met so many good people through it. It's awesome. Baz, Jordan, the Norfolk Tech, Tattoo Tech, we speak on Instagram, and all these other people, you know, D&M Auto Locksmiths off TikTok. And it's amazing because you get into these situations and you've got such a knowledge base that you can fire a message out and all this help comes back. Just love it. Anyway, we need to get back to fixing my van. Right, so here it is. The diesel fifth injector or vaporizer, whatever you want to call it. This is what fires diesel directly into the exhaust system to burn it off inside the DPF to increase the temperature, because the DPF is not close enough to the engine to stay hot enough. So we've got a new one. There it is, with its cable and its fuel pipe and bits and bobs. We just need to get the old one out, so we're going to have to use fire and spanners to get it out. Right, so here we are under my van, and you can just see up there, there's the fuel vaporizer in the exhaust. So we need to get that out, and it's going to be hard. I'm probably not going to record it because I'm just going to heat it up and get it out. So it's just a 22mm spanner, and then disconnect the plug and the fuel pipe and drag it out. I don't know whether you can see anything, but I've just got the torch on there, burning it, heating it up. Right, so that was as tight as a tight thing as ever been, but with plenty of heat and messing about, I've got it out. So let's just show you what I'm working with. We're up behind the subframe now. There's the injector, and see this, there's a little pump there. That's the pump to it, just go clickety clackety pump, and there's the pipe that then goes over and up there and up the exhaust. There is said fifth injector, or whatever you want to call it. So let's just get this pipe disconnected and get it out of here. Right, so here it is, and there should be a hole in the end. Let me show you on the new one first. In the end of the doody-da, where are you? Hold on. There should be, see that hole there? There should be a hole, and what happens is that all gets blocked up with carbon and shit, and then it won't work anymore. So let's check the one we took out. Right, so there they are there, the new one with its hole, and the old one with it being totally blocked up with carbon. And it had also gone short circuit as well, because I think the heater element or whatever is gone in it. So great diagnosis on my part. Off the live data and the fault codes, we figured out that that was damaged. So I'm happy. Get it swapped and clean the DPF now, and hopefully we'll be all good. Right, so that's the fuel pipe connected up. The injector is in there. I'll show you that now, and happy days. Right, there you go. You can see the fifth injector or fuel vaporizer up there in the exhaust, and there's the wire that connects it to it. So now we just need to clean the DPF, I'm hoping. Right, so hopefully this is where the magic happens. So half a bottle of this into there, top the rest up with water, and fire it into the DPF. We're going to give it a blast of 10 seconds, and then we're going to let it sit, and then we're going to start it up, and then we're going to send it in blasts after that, 5 to 10 seconds, leave it, do it, leave it, do it, and hopefully it'll sort it out until it's all gone, and then we'll pick the revs up, and hopefully it slowly starts to clear the DPF out. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, let's try it. Right, so where the pressure sensor is there, I've got a big pipe going to the Launch DPF cleaning gun, half and half mix water and fluid. I've got my compressor there, which is my mobile one, because I'm not bothered to drag my big one down, and we're just going to turn it on and pump the doodah in. We're going to give it a 10-second burst, then we're going to leave it for a bit, and then we're going to start it up and run it whilst feeding it in bursts into the DPF, and hopefully it cleans it out. So let's have a go. Right, so we're just going to give it its first burst now. So let's get the gun. Hopefully all my fittings don't fly off, because first lot gone in, and I'll just carry on like that. Right, so it's getting dark, but we're going to fire it up now and feed the rest of the cleaner in, and hopefully it does the business. But the proof of the pudding is in the eating, isn't it? So we'll just try it. Just leave it for a minute and see what happens. We can see it's having an effect, because there's stuff, horrible coloured stuff coming out of the exhaust. That's good. So hopefully it's making its way through and bringing all the shite out with it. It looks like it is. We're getting suds of foam coming out of the exhaust. So it's making its way through, because see all that foam there on the floor? So we'll just keep on feeding it through. Well, it's definitely coming through. Hopefully it's doing the business. So with all the treatment added, I've knocked it off, I've packed up, got it off the jack. I'm going to clear the DTCs, run it down the road at some reasonable revs to see if we can get the DPF pressure to come down, and then I'll have to purge the new fuel vaporizer so there's no airlocks in it, and get that going, and hopefully we'll get the pressure down. But I can't record while I'm driving because I'm by myself, so I'll do it and I'll bring you back for the results. So it's dark as hell, but I'm just pulled up down the road, so there is fumes coming out of it. I don't know whether you can see them there, but the pressure is dropping in the DPF, so this has got to be a win, isn't it? Right, so the procedure's done. I've been down the road in it, I put some fuel in it, I've reset the soot loading in the DPF, I've told it it's had a new one. I haven't done a forced regen because I don't want to do one. I've just used the DPF cleaning fluid from Launch, and my soot loading has stayed at 0. I've done the purge on the fuel vaporizer, and what we're looking for is at idle, realistically we want 0 psi in the DPF at idle and whatnot. Well, at idle we had well over the limits, and at 2,500 we had loads of pressure in the DPF. So let's have a look at, I should have showed you before I started, but I got excited. Anyway, let's show you. Let me turn the light off so you can see it better. So, by the way, the engine management light's off and hasn't come back on. We've got the little warning light, that's because I've got a brake wear sensor fault, which I'm going to sort out. Now, engine management light's gone off, and bear in mind this van has done 165,000 miles, and our DPF is now at 0.08 to 0.088. So under 1 psi, and we'll pick it up to 2,000. 0.3. So that is a million miles better than what it was, because it was basically undrivable, because it was putting it into engine protection, the exhaust was blocking and everything. So now we've replaced the fuel vaporizer and we've cleaned the DPF. I'll probably run it for a week and clean it again next weekend, and we'll see where we're at. But don't be fooled. It's called a diesel particulate filter, and the end word is key. It is a filter. It filters things the same as an oil filter or an air filter, and one day they become full and you have to change them. That's it. But if we can keep it going, like under there looking at it, that was the original DPF, and this has nearly done 170,000 miles. So it is possible to fix them and get them mint again, rather than just smashing them out and throwing them in the bin, because that's not the way forward. Some of the maps I see lately are horrific. It's not great. So we analysed the situation, we diagnosed it, fuel vaporizer, block DPF, we watched the gizmo bobbitry and we fitted the parts. The job is done, the lights are out, the system's happy. If it don't fit, don't force it.